cats, cool dudes, and big sexy pirate Pascal Struck. Welcome to We All Love Leeds, the show where we discuss our love of Leeds. I've actually had a very seconds before I pressed the start button. Paul Clement has been sacked from Glasgow Rangers. Now, people wonder, this is a Leeds show. What's Glasgow Rangers got to do with anything? Well, apparently they're going to be our brother and sister. More like our sister. But, you know, I just got the thing, so I thought I'd say it. How you all doing? Good to see you. Good to see you all. We have got something from Jimmy with hello, evening, he didn't say hello, I'll say hello, evening all, and hope 49ers ditched Rangers after their shitty showing yesterday. Well, someone got ditched. Sorry, Rosie, but Leeds says no to set. I mean, do we say no? I mean, if our chairman is saying yes to Sevco, then I think it sounds more like Jimmy's saying no to Sevco. I mean, I don't care either way, because whatever my opinion on it is, it's irrelevant, because I'm not the one writing the checks, am I? So, whatever happens, happens in that respect, sir. Anders, hello again, sir. How are you doing? Tarak, who, are you still in Saudi Arabia, my friend? If so, you're having a good time. If not, having a good weekend, I suppose. That's probably the fairest thing to say. How are you doing, Ian Pincushion? Who's saying hello, the world's most serious man. Am I joking, Ian? I'm joking. Saying no, it's not true. Trying to be a bit funny. Anyway, chairman needs to fill his bumps. Bumps. Seriously, what 3 hour time difference, sir? Bloody hell. Probably true, actually, Jimmy. Mr. Tom from Auntie Herbert. Mr. Herbert. Mr. Tom, how the devil are you? I suppose the fairer thing will be ask me this in about 25 hours' time. No, in all seriousness, I'm going to say even before Ben show, because Ben's going to show up at some point, but I'm just going to say it now. If we do lose tomorrow, it is not the end of the world. Because we won last week, where it might have actually been the end of the world. Because we can now turn... We can knock Sunderland, sorry, not Southampton, we can knock Sunderland out of the promotion race tomorrow. Whereas this time, for 70 minutes of that game, Southampton... Why do I keep calling them Southampton? Sunderland. I must have trauma from when playing Southampton 3 times last season. Point is, we can put a lot of distance between us and a lot of other teams. But, yeah, we'll see how that is. So, mate, it's just gone midnight, and Jimmy says, have to call you Haj Tarak now, mates. Correct me if I've said that incorrectly. Because I'm never known for getting names wrong. Never, ever. I get names wrong all the time. Anyway, so, obviously, I was away last week. I couldn't get out of bed. Much less create the show that you all come to love and expect. And by love, I mean tolerate and expect. So, I just simply I wasn't up to it. I just wasn't up to it. But again, I would say thank you to Ben and John for their understanding in this. It was very kind of them to be okay with it. Yeah, I'm sorry to you all as well, because I like to think we get enough people in here on Sunday night where it's worth doing. But with the same respect, I kind of let you all down last week. So, you know. There we go. Oh, got some more people. Show El Haj T. Okay. I thought you were calling me El Haj T, but I realised now you're saying Tarak. After you said you call him whatever you want. Can I call you Susan? I don't know why I said that. Anyway. I love the show. I tolerate Sam in chat. Rosie, you know your manager's just been sacked. So I didn't know a nicer way of saying it. I literally 10 seconds before I pressed to go live, I got a notification. Paul Clement has been sacked. Got a comment. Oh, Ian was ill as well. Are you feeling any better, sir? And Dr. John's popped up with Mr. Tom, you can never let us down. But no, but seriously, you know, I try to actually attend the. Oh, he's the one who used to manage your manager, Clement. Is it Philip Clement? I know it's too similar. But the point is, whatever his name is, he doesn't work for you anymore, and you're paying him for that privilege. But still, got Lawrence Watkins from Kentucky. Good evening, sir. How are you doing? You all right, sir? Oh God, comments are rolling in, absolutely rolling in. Great to see people here. Well, to be fair, I did say about 28 seconds before I said to you he'd been sacked. I did say that I'm known for getting a lot of names wrong, so it's kind of on brand, to be fair. Good result. Oh, Lawrence, we've got some stuff for your result. Because I'm not ashamed to say I was wrong. I was wrong. I thought you'd won there enough times for me to think, nah, this time Arsenal are going to beat them. They didn't beat them. You won. And we respect winners on this show. So, congratulations. Zanzi has arrived with, oi, oi, Sir Tom. Going to be a good game for your boys tomorrow. I hope you're right. Question, Mr. Tom. You got a player who plays for Leeds called Sam Greenwood? Not anymore, we don't. Well, every so often, Sam Greenwood's name comes up. The player comes up, and I have to turn around and go, is he on loan at Preston? And then we go through the thing where we find out he's actually on loan, or whether we've actually gave him the free transfer. How do you compare his skills about Sam Greenwood that we know? Well, obviously, Sam Greenwoods are slags everywhere, so I imagine, yeah. Oh crap, Loris is here. From Director John, of course. Oh, my darling Clementine. I should be singing that, but I'm not going to do it. He is lost and gone forever. Yeah. Jimmy loves letting his fingers do the magic, which is probably why he's been married for about 72 years. But anyway, Philippe Clement, fair enough. Good God, Rosie. Rooney for Rangers. I mean, they've hired one English footballer, England international footballer. So why not? Rosie hopes everyone's well. Lawrence is saying hello. Evening, John Garside. How are you doing, sir? Sam Greenwood is into pigeons. The guy who lives in Norway, not the player. That's correct. That is correct. Do both sounds play in the dark? You'd need to ask the footballer's wife if that's the case, because I wouldn't know, in all truth. Huckleberry Jim, Tarak has decided upon. Well, I couldn't declare that officially, but still. Director John, are you well, sir? Are you still in Romania? I imagine she wrote it out with authority, but still. Let's get into it, because I've got a packed show tonight, unsurprisingly, because I'd say it blunt, because we never did the show last week, we couldn't talk about Watford versus Leeds United. And you'll go, what? That feels like it was 17 years ago. Well, we haven't done a show since 17 years ago, so we're going to do the stuff for Watford now, because I did the stuff for Watford and then fell ill, but it was already on here, so we're just going to do it anyway. Or sorry, I will quote news anchor Bill O'Reilly, who, unfortunately, if you're lucky enough to not know him, don't Google him, but still, he did one outtake in a show called Inside Edition where he goes, fuck it, I'll do it live, fuck it, I'll do it live, fucking thing sucks. But still, I mean, you have to see it. I don't tell it with nearly the same anger or authority, but still, Tom Sawyer was Huckleberry Finn's sidekick, Tarak. Literally. Jim knows his stuff. Yeah, with pigeons, Ian. Pigeons. Lots of pigeons. So basically, Leeds United rocked up at Vicarage Road, where we got I said Elton John would be on this show, to be fair. And so here's the Elton John stand. Rosie. And usual joke is Rosie and Jim on the old ragdoll with John who drives the boat. Is that the old show that used to be on ITV? Remember that? So we then rock up at that's the scene of the crime. And as you know, you may or may not know, I'm always got a weird interest in how other teams do their Twitter account during games. As in, how do they display the team sheet? And it's ironic, because I believe that's the goalkeeper. Because I saw a lot of him that night. Not in that way. Alright, Tom. Recently, I watched an Italian film featuring pigeons. Elton John down at the vicarage with the Altar Boys and the Ball Boys. Says Bremner's ghost for any of the legal team of Sir Elton John, of course. Is that still standing? I'm sure he is. Yes, Rosie, still hanging with Vlad the Impaler. With reference into how is Romania. I'm guessing that is. Oh, they actually had a team on that sheet, didn't they? Yeah. Oh, those are people that play football. And this is people that play football for the great Leeds United. Junior Firpo is in the photo, which told me automatically we're in for a good evening. I was hoping for a good evening. Because this is one of them games where we didn't win there last year, which is part of the reason we're not in the Premier League now. Because very few of you would remember this, but on the game after the international break, where Leeds were top during the international, we just got there after winning every game for like 3 months. But we were like 17 points behind Leicester in the first place, so we eventually caught them. Then coming back on the Good Friday, when the international break finished, Leicester lost at home to Bristol City, if I remember rightly, and then we played Watford. Obviously, we win Watford, we're probably going to win the title. Didn't win at Watford. Watford just turned up, played out of their skins, and earned a draw. Well, we scored in injury time, but still. Don't forget. Anyway, was that something to do with sisters? Mrs. was watching something with pigeons yesterday. Oh, that's for Ian. Have you visited the Colombo statue, John? From Rosie? Watford lined up like this. They had players in that team. Oh, I like the player loser, especially when we beat Watford, because then it makes me just say he's a loser twice. But still. Anyway. That is correct. We beat Leicester. That's true, you did. I remember watching it thinking, right, that's perfect. Problem is Ipswich also won that day. And it was like, could have done without that. But still. It was, Jimmy. You're quiet, we is. She means Anthony Herbert. For the benefit of anyone watching, Rosie distinctly means Anthony Herbert when she says that. He's a nice lad. He's got little ears. Anyway. This is how Leeds lined up. The heroes of Leeds United. The heroes of the Elton John stand. Game kicked off. And I was like, yeah, alright. There's no bad omens in this picture. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll take that. Back and forward a bit with Watford. And then we scored. Which was... And when I say we scored, if I remember rightly, Watford's player... Watford tried passing out from the back. Massive mistake against Leeds United, in my opinion. And then passed it to Daniel James. What are you doing? I mean, I'm glad you did it, but still. Budapest. Must have thought it was okay because I watched all of it. Fair enough. Best player's name ever is Stefan Kuntz. Yes. Yes. I believe he was in the German national team when I was about 10. And yes. It went exactly as you'd imagine. I said all the things you thought I'd say. And that's the thing. We're getting greetings for BX Gunner, my main man, and hello to Zanzi from Rosie. But still, we're already 1-0 up, BX. You've not missed too much, but we're 1-0 up against Watford because Watford gave the ball to Daniel James. Then Watford went forward. In my opinion, Watford should have scored. But they didn't get the shot off. And then 15 seconds later, Leeds had the ball at the back of the net with Daniel James, yet again. Or as I've been known to say, Dan, whenever he does it. So it was awesome. It was awesome. And there he is doing his celebration that I'm the King of Wales, despite the fact that he's quite clearly from Hull. I'm good, Rosie, just listening to Mr. Tom. Of course you're okay. You're listening to me. Well, that's a bit more arrogant than I meant it, but still. Zanzi, for me, the funniest German player's name has to be Schweinsteiger, Pig Sticker, or similar, translated to English. And, all good, buddy. Then we got do, oh, Super Dan. Have I done that right, Jimmy? Done it right? Anyway. I still think we should have a chant for Junior Firpo that isn't salt and pepper. It should be like 2 unlimited, like no limit. It'd be like Firpo. I mean, just do it in your head. Perfect. It's perfect. And it's easy to learn the lyrics as well, still. Evening all, we all love Leeds. From Russ Morgan. The Russ Morgan. Contributor to the show, to be fair to him. Mr. Tom, where's your banner for Rosie? She said weirds. That's a Slags in the Dark on a Thursday night at 8 PM. Thing. Greenwood handles the bingo card for Rosie sayings, to be fair. Superman tune. Oh, yeah, I get what you mean there. I was thinking of something that happened in Simpsons with Homer. Tipsy, Winky, Lilo, Furpo. Hello, Chris Nix, how you doing? And on the ball for Germany's Bastian Pigscheiger. Yep. Oh, then Solomon then had a shot that then deflected in, and yeah, we won. We did win, but we scored again. And it became a matter of, oh, this is going quite nicely. How many are we going to get? Keep in mind, we were about a week removed from insert Monica Geller. I haven't got it. It's not true. It's not true. I do have it, but still. Scored 7 goals. I can't even hold the fingers up properly. Scored 7 goals. Anyway. So it went to half time. And we're 3-0 up at half time, which in my opinion is a fairly healthy lead to have when you're the away team. Better be 3-0 down when you're the away team, because that's not really fun at all, is it? So we came out for the second half and Piru scored again. In my opinion, it was one of the greatest goals I've ever seen that the player that should get all the plaudits didn't score. Because Altanaka ran Tom Ince so far back that he could have actually been in the I'm Still Standing video with Elton John, because it was absurd. It was like watching a boat do like a turn in the ocean, but Tom Ince still couldn't get near him. I didn't get it, but I'm glad that was the case. So sure, we'll take being 3-0 up tomorrow. Pray for silence, please, for Director John. What's wrong with Director John, sir? Oh, no. I get what he means now. We pay homage to Director John, as always. And, yeah. Oh, that was his celebration as well, because I've seen a fair few of our celebrations lately, to be fair, because I scored the most goals in England. Sorry, what's that? Yeah, I know we've played loads of games more than Liverpool. That's not the point. The point is you're going to beat who's in front of you, and we've scored more goals than the people that are in front of us. But still, I'm not being arrogant about it. It's fine. One of Elton John's worst songs. His best song is Rocket Man. It's Rocket Man. And it's not even Elton John singing Rocket Man. It's William Shatner speaking Rocket Man. Go off this show and watch it, and then return and tell me that I'm wrong about William Shatner doing Rocket Man. But still, it's fine. It's fine. I'm secure enough to advise people to go and watch it. But anyway, Sandy says a 3-0 lead is good. It's not as good as scoring 7. You've got me there. Russ Morgan, why doesn't Elton John like spinach? Song for Guy. Fair enough. Watford's defence was like a candle in the wind. I see what we did there. Oh, for fuck's sake, been here 5 seconds and heard Tom say 7 already. And is this the Pedro Pascal Appreciation Society? Because he's a rocket man. Burning out his fuse out here alone. Anyway. Yeah, you did just get me doing the spoken word version of Rocket Man by William Shatner, which is based on Rocket Man by Elton John. But still. 24 sevens to go. That reminds me of the So Solid crew. 21 seconds. Tut. Gangster, yo. Anyway. Make sure you're smashing that like button and subbing like Leeds smashed Cardiff by 7. Anyway. So, Altanacker with he doesn't even get the greatest assist in football because he then passed the ball to someone else. I can't remember who. It might have been Aronson. No, it was Solomon. Sure, it was Solomon. Who then passed it on to Piru, who then sidestepped with a silky bit of footwork and scored. I felt my heart drop for Altanacker. But I say that, it didn't. In the sense of, I was really just running around the room going, we scored again. Because I'm exactly like that. What we got here? Tom knows. He does. I edged him towards saying 7. I was expecting more. Thank fuck there is no Streamlabs in here. Shatner's best is Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. It's a fair shout. Thank God my friend Sam is with us. Bremner, please don't let that be true. Kind of ironic that a lot of So Solid crew are now doing 21 plus years. That's clever. That's very clever. Santi, it's your fault, you slag. Slag. Anyway. Here, Anders Guban. Did I do that remotely right? I'm not even going to bother trying to do that one. But Russ has also Googled a bit of Swedish, I suspect. Or he might even know it. I don't know. It's not for me to speculate, I suppose. But so Leeds won the match, obviously. For anyone who's remotely interested, which I suspect is none of you, I think it's fair to say that Leeds were more than worthy of winning this game by 4 goals. When we actually did score the 4th goal, I vividly remember the commentator saying this is just a question of how many we're going to get. But then we made all our subs and it was like, nah, we're settling for 4. Although I kind of wish we'd gone for more, to be fair. 20 shots on goal. So, it's a solid night's work, let's be fair. It's okay. I've been a slag for the last 40 years, mate. I'm proud of it. He isn't just a slag, he's a proper slag. It's very Cat Slater of him. And Norwegian Russ for Google. Glad to hear it, Andy. So, where are we at? Oh, let's move on a bit to last Monday. We're back at Ellen Road. And as Leeds United put it on Twitter, match day loading, which I wasn't aware it was a thing. But yeah, whatever. This is how we lined up. Again, Joel Piro's face in this image tells me this night's going to go well. Or it tells me that he's actually had some weed and he's really pleased with it. Not that a Leeds player would ever do that sort of thing, but still. Sunderland line up with this bunch of gentlemen. And I wish them well. Here's Ansley Cat's Slater level slag, I'll sound Greenwood. Piru Smoke the best budge. Okay. This is our Leeds lined up with pretty much the same formation that we've had in it for a few weeks. Because this is our best 11, realistically. Well, no, it's not. It's not best 11. I do not want Gruev near this team. Although I do want him near it tomorrow, because he will quite be perfect for hopefully nullifying Sheffield United. He will not be perfect for taking 20 set pieces. Russ with a good effort. Bloody cheek, I'm not that lightweight, says Zanzi to Sam Greenwood. Russ Morgan's having a laugh. Job, pretentious bet. If his name was Sid Bloggs, he would not be playing for Sunderland. He would never have got a move away from Birmingham. For some reason, they think that football talent is sexually transmitted. Between the parents, I mean, not brother to brother. Not touching that with a barge pole, but still. Oh, this is a formation for Sunderland, by the way, for anyone who's remotely interested. I'll tell you now, I think their only good player on the night, I'll give them their credit immediately. I think Luke O'Nien and Hume done quite well. Luke O'Nien is the sort of defender where if he played for your team, you'd love him because he's an absolute shit-ass. But if you're playing against him, you want him kicked in the face swiftly, immediately, and often. But still. Zanzid, Professor of Slagonomics. Would he eventually become the Doctor of Thugonomics? John Cena reference. John Cena. Job Bellendingham. And Job down the job centre. Job down the job centre. Job centre. Job centre. Anyway. And misses loads of penalties too. Now, was that Isidore that missed 2 penalties at Burnley? That's what annoys me the most about the Burnley clean sheet record. They should have conceded 29 goals in this 12 games. They are fucking lucky. Pardon my language. I'm sure Dame Trafford's done well and he's a fine goalkeeper. But still. Anyway, so we kick the game off and I'm like, alright, we've got Ampadu in the picture. I'm for context, I got out of bed, I go to work because, surprise, surprise, I like money and I like actually being paid money, and basically me staying in bed ill means that I don't get money. So I went to work, I watched the game at work, and it was largely fine. I want to say it was largely back and forth because Sunderland were obviously going with the tactic of as soon as they get the ball, they're going forward. We do have most of the ball, but they are taking it to us. And then the game sort of upset me a little bit because then Isidore scored. And I'm the doctor of slagology. Indeed, Burnley are firm believers in being lucky is better than it is better than being good. Money, there's a lot of money in YouTube. Not on this YouTube, sir. Sam is a doctor of scatology. Oof. That is that's a decision. The goal was very good. like, to give him personally credit, he done very well to basically, he turned Ampadu to the point where Ampadu's trying to foul him, but then very quickly realises, no, wait, I could actually get sent off if I do give away a penalty. So then he immediately is like, no, I'm actually going to have to risk letting you score, essentially. So, which he did. I'm not a gynecologist, but I will take a look. Based on Colonel Ward saying to me earlier that he's going to make a Derby County fan channel, I don't really think I'm unfair in saying that I do believe Colonel Ward has entered the arena, let's just say. To be fair, I'll read his comment out, because you're told to his opinion, even if it is trying to wind me up. Where's your famous Don Revy? Didn't have a patch on good old Brock. Well, he died. He died, Colonel. Dead. It's dead. It's dead, sir. Didn't have a patch on O'Brien, who's also dead. Because people die, unfortunately. But welcome, Colonel, in all seriousness. No way am I that advanced, Bremner, in terms of scatology. Ampadu wanted to give him a hug. That's perfectly understandable. Perfectly understandable. Oh, look, Colonel is here, says Sam Greenwood. Thank you for that. Lawrence Watkins is... Am I wrong, Lawrence, in believing that you find the Derby County thing funny? Because if I was you, I'd find it hilarious, personally. I mean, I do find it quite funny, in all seriousness. No, just cried about it. I admire that he's taken the time to actually change the name to do the joke. So, I'll give him that. Enjoy League One next year, Derby. But yeah, Colonel, you may have had to realise there are actual Leeds fans in here who are going to respond to the Derby County stuff you promote. Joseph Fritzl, Kermit's middle finger, Mr. Fuking, take your pick. Nice to see a fellow Derby County fan. Fellow Derby County fan? Well, compared to yourself, well, along with yourself, Miss Rosie. That's more upsetting than the fact he's turned up with Derby County as his name. Anyway, what's Pink Cushion? What's Derby County Derby Founty? What's Derby Founty mean? Anyway, what's Derby County fan doing on here? Masochist. Awesome. I was laughing at Chris's. He does. What one did he say? That's ones that made me laugh. Oh, yeah, the gynecologist one. Yeah, it's very good. In all seriousness. A lot of people say a lot of funny things in here. It's fair to give them their due. Then it went to half time, and at work I'm sitting there thinking, fucking hell, I don't want to have to talk about this on Sunday. But then my countless bouts of praying while sat at work actually worked. In my opinion, it worked. Because then we made changes, including bringing on Pascal Strauch, a player, our only real threat from set pieces, because for some reason the ball manages to always find him from a corner. His first goal for Leeds United was against Arsenal, ironically. Yeah, big sexy pirate scored against you, Sam. There are good reasons why Derby hate Leeds, going right back to the Leeds City badge having a golden sheepskin on it. What does the C stand for, Rosie? Disgusting language from you. And why would a Derby fan make a YouTube channel? Or is it just for them to watch? I don't even really know what to say to that. I've already said 100 times about the fact that we know who has the account. But obviously that's not no fault of yourself, Andy, to be fair to you. Joseph Fritzl, hi. To which Sam Greenwood immediately, hi again, Colonel. When did Pedro Pascal sign for Leeds? Amazing. Who is this Joseph? Or who's this, Joseph? It's you, Colonel. From Sam Greenwood, the best mod in the business. The best mod in the business because says what I think and saves me the time to type it. But the thing is, if you have a threat on set pieces, but then you have Ilya Gruev on the pitch taking those set pieces, his corners were embarrassing. His free kicks were worse. It got to like the 5th corner in like by the 10th minute of the game, and I'm sitting there going, we ain't going to do anything from set pieces while this man is... Who at Leeds sits there and goes, this man can take corners? Because he can't even beat the first man. On the ball, winning the ball, amazing. Very, very solid. But that was a game where Sunderland was defending so deep, so tight, compact, where the only way we were ever going to get anything on them was if we had put a dead ball on someone's head. I feel refreshed supporting Derby because I know my club is still shite. Joseph, as acknowledged by Russ Morgan, there are YouTubes catering for all sorts. YouTube channels catering for all sorts. Gruev corners are gruel. I don't think I'm saying anything unfair. I don't think I'm saying anything that no other Leeds fan has said between Monday night and now, personally. I'm not a gynecologist, but I know a few counts from Not a Gyno. Welcome again. Welcome again, sir. Yeah, up front, he scores with the women, so we need someone who scores. Wait, what? Anyway. So Pascal scores, and it's like, yeah. We've scored. Kind of really need one more though, and then Ellen Road, it starts bubbling. I'm very disappointed with the Leeds crowd, right? And I was saying it to Ben, but I'm gonna say it here for the sake of like not sounding like like an arsehole, but everyone's going to talk about how utterly insane Ellen Road became when we scored the winning goal. Because, spoiler, we won. I mean, you all know. Stevie Wonder knows we fucking beat Sunderland 2-1 on Monday night. But we won the game and Ellen Road exploded like our predictor right and all that. But before we even scored the first goal, you could, if I'd have thrown a pin, you would have heard it. It was silent. This Leeds crowd are appalling. Unless we actually get like a late winner or something. And then it's like, oh, we're the best fans in the world. You're not even the best fans in Yorkshire at the moment. But still. Not a gyno. It's clearly a Derby fan. And best badge this club has ever seen, sir. Hey, oh, Ryan Jesus, yeah, I did see that. Hello, Ryan. How you doing? Good. How you doing? Good to see you. Kermit's middle finger has arrived. Imagine my shock. But how you doing, sir? Is that Ryan saying hi to Lawrence? Congratulations on your win to Lawrence. Same to you. Congratulations on your win, which I said you would get. To be fair. Ooh, a Wolves fan. Oh, hello, mate. Where is Mr. Fu King? Anyway. So, it gets to the 92nd minute. And at work, for disclosure, my TV turns off. Because I have it set up, or I don't know, but it's set up in such a way where, basically, it's a lot easier to kick people out of work at night when there's no television showing football. So, TV went off, and then I headed for Google. And like when you're refreshing it, like every time it comes back, you're refreshing it. And I'm sitting there thinking, at work, the worst I want to happen is that it stays 1-1. But deep down, it's probably going to go 2-1 to Sunderland. So imagine my shock when the opposite happened, where it went 2-1 to Leeds. I was the only person in my shop at work at this point. I started running around the shop because I had no other way to expel my childlike emotions, let's just say. Wilder wants to suck Kermit's middle finger. He loves the taste of ham. That's true, he does. Seeing as he looks like a slice of ham. Not that I'm body shaming him. Cheers, mate. Much needed from Ryan G. Hopefully we can pull away from the bottom three now. We don't see enough of Pedro Pascal. It's almost as if Not a Gyno knows all of my traits and all the lore behind my personality. It's almost as if he knows me. Ryan from Lawrence. Hi, Rosie from Kermit. I'll replace the name on the Fukian channel for this app. Sorry. That tickled me. Please show us the CCTV. I don't think I'll be doing that, but yeah. So that's what I can just. Obviously, I've seen the goal a million times since it happened. But I don't want to lie and say like I watched it happen because I didn't know what. I didn't know what. Do you know how I know we scored? Apart from like the refreshing, I actually got a message from BX Gunner implying that we'd scored before it actually came up on Google and live score. But only you on it, so no data protection malarkey. I haven't seen anything with Pedro Pascal in it for at least 5 minutes. That's a long time to go without seeing Pedro Pascal, to be fair. Scooby's in. Oh no, I went past it. Oh, my apologies. Hello, Scooby, how you doing? Ryan, West Ham won't win the Prem and Rice won't either. Sorry, Ant. See? I hope you didn't slap anything on the furniture, Tom. That might have been why I made that joke during Slags in the Dark. What's your prediction from tomorrow's game, Tom? I don't like saying things that I know will actually come back to bite me in the arse, but I don't see why it can't go well for us tomorrow. Because there's a lot of metrics that suggest we are the best team in the Championship. And the only reason we're not getting the praise for how good we are defensively is because Burnley are actually like having a monster kind of run with defensively. But, you know, I'd rather be top in the league than actually just be third in the league but have conceded no goals. Because I bet Burnley fans are sitting again, man, I wish we'd won a lot. If they'd even won half of those games where they drew 0-0, they'd be on top of the league. But still. Anyway, I was listening to Radio Leeds, so I knew we'd scored. And I was out in garden cheering before neighbours watching on Shite TV knew we'd scored. Not surprised. Joseph will get his daughter to crochet you a hat, Rosie. Yeah, he's pretty persuasive, I hear us. Not bad, Mr. Tom. How's you? I'm a lot better than last week. Really appreciate you asking. Man United is my spirit animal. I thought your spirit animal was the sheep you've been fucking. Too far. Anyway, several of the neighbours were out in the garden going fucking mental too. Tell you what, Rosie, if Rangers come up against the County down at Pride Park, they'd get a spanking. True Lions were a shambles at the moment, along with this man. Second is fine. This is the thing. I'll take second, but we're at the stage of the season where you're more likely to get second if you are top, because then you can have the positional drop and still not really be as worried. But still, bad name for a Curious, that monster kind of run and none. See what we did there. But it's not wrong. You're not wrong. Joseph has all the crocheting stuff. He's had it for ages. He also wanted to bother outdoor Jenga. Hawkwind has arrived. The Sausage King. Fox second. Sloppy seconds or what it is. But, yeah, so to get into it a little bit more, my This is how Leeds Twitter reacted to the goal, which is I think it's fair to say that's a written account of what was going through my mind when I saw it. Only You is Derby County's anthem. What I've got is a twister sheet. All respect, Ant, I would take second any day. I mean, as I said yesterday on Gary's show, The Road Trip, the amount of American people that I appreciate coming in it, but it must be surreal for them to have their writing read out in my accent. And I'll do it again, but still. I bet you say that to all the ladies, Russ. Hi, Hawkwind, you sloppy sausage. That Twitter looks like the name of a Welsh train station. It certainly does, Jimmy. But, so obviously we won the game. And if none of you have seen the goal, I really genuinely suggest you do, because Joe Rothwell, the secret hero of Earth, basically put a pinpoint cross, knowing it would go through the hands of the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper made a mistake, which is ironic, because this goalkeeper then got to have his moment of karma. And he's taken a lot of shit. So I was thrilled for him, because he made a fucking great save at the start of the match. A double save, to be fair to him. But it was very good. Very good. Used to say that to the ladies. Got a 3-inch blood sausage. I'm a bit jealous. Break it down, BX. I struggle to stay awake during Sunday afternoons. I can help you. I can help you go to sleep. Go to sleep, BX. Go to sleep. I'm a magician of sorts. Anyway, Lords, we won't get seconds, mate. Strikers win your games, defenders win your league. But we've only got one of those at the moment. Sam has always found it deeply erotic when you read his words out with your accent. If you could just add some heavy breathing and a wink that he requested. Rothwell shoots, keeper fumbles, stroke scores, madness begins. Goalkeeper's taken a lot of shit from Leeds fans. Who's the real American, Sargent or Aronson? I actually fear for the American national team, because if you're choosing between Josh Sargent and Brendan Aronson, because deep down, I know the answer for BX is secretly had he right. I know him well enough to know that the answer to the question is actually had he right. But of Coventry City, I believe, if he's still there. Love Melier giving them the years. Keep in mind also the Sunderland fans. You see the Sunderland fan on telly where he was filmed and he went to the camera 1-0 as if like they're winning, because they were winning. But you can't do that sort of shit to the camera and think it's not going to come back and bite you on the arse. That's an incredible decision. As soon as I saw that, I thought, we're probably going to win this. Despite not winning it. There's these little moments where you sit like, is this going to like come back and bite you in the arse? Anyway, I couldn't help myself. I went out and found myself an actual modelling picture of the big sexy pirate Pascal Strauch doing what he does best. What a hero. I could be wrong, but I do believe that is the first time in the history of the Leeds United Football Club, especially since statistics have been recorded, that Leeds United have scored 2 goals in a game where the assist was by a substitute and the goal was by a substitute. Twice in one game. I'm sure there's loads of clubs that have had that happen all the time. But not our club. So, awesome. Who is American made? Well, that sounds like a very Chad Gable-y kind of question, I believe. Or Ron Simmons, probably. Mr. 1-0 became a karma comedian. See what he did there. And Lawrence is having a great old time. Great old time indeed. But yeah, so we're going to put up the... We're going to put up the stats for the game. And again, I saw Sunderland fans saying they were worthy of winning the game. I was like, on what fucking planet are you worthy of winning this football match? Don't get me wrong, I would have been disappointed with drawing. But at the same time, I could see why they would think they deserved a draw. But I'm starting to get a little bit greedy. The peacocks just pet the back cat's bums. That sounds very bestiality-ish, to be fair, but I'm sure I've said worse in my life. Chinese food is what you ordered, BX. I know you ordered Chinese food, but what is the actual order? To be fair, I'm sure we're all very curious. I'm not even saying that sarcastically, because we tell each other about our food habits all the time. So, with all that being said, go head for the twat in black. So, for the Watford game, the referee was Oliver Langford, and from what I remember, it was largely fine. The referee against Sunderland was Stuart Atwell. Not as fine, because he threatened to send off Altanaka. If we didn't take off Altanaka when we did, he would have sent him off. Because it was one of them games where it did not go well for Altanaka, in my opinion. Sunderland they put all the matches on YouTube, to be fair to them. It's very brave of them to put this one on YouTube, though. Russ is saying prawn balls. The order is actually chow chicken lo mein with General Tso's chicken, if I said that right, and a large homemade lemonade. Prawn toast. Atwell got in the way of play several times. Yeah, I agree. That sounds delicious, actually, to be fair. I agree with it. I agree with Lawrence there. Obviously, because it's been a fairly good couple of weeks for Leeds, we're not really... There's no real villains, like, to speak so. So, keep bearing that in mind when we head for the Wanker of the Week. So the actual Wanker of the Week is Stuart Atwell, of course. Based off the fact that this wasn't great as a referee. Like I say, it's genuinely slim pickings. It's very hard to pick a Wanker of the Week when generally you've just been winning and winning and winning. But Tom is having Chinese, a large order of some young boy. I see what he's done there, Mr. Watkins. See what he's done there. Lawrence, I can't wait. It's probably lights out for me once I'm done. Nice. Russ, laughter. Russ. Do you have the cream of some young guy? See what you've done there too, Russ. And where did I come in the Wanker of the Week? Second, third? You usually hover around the top 5. I think that's fair. I think it might be time for Question of the Week. Is anyone remotely interested in a Question of the Week? Lawrence is laughing. How's your roast, Rosie? Did you know that Stuart Atwell supports Luton Town? That being said, who fucking cares? Rosie can levitate. Although he can levitate. See, I've read it better the second time. Where do I come in Wanker of the Week? 50th? 50th. I think your biggest problem is more being on where the FBI thinks you should be on the Wanker of the Week. Few, good, not drop lower than 5. Is young boy Michael Jackson's favourite Chinese dish? Roast Sunday, roast duck and clementine sauce. Remotely interested in question of the week. Should have given Wanker of the Week to Elliot Bell. Why, Colonel? Out of interest. Beautiful, Russ. Thanks. All prepared for the wee man's lunch now too. And answer to your question of the week is 42. Come on now, Tansy. Come on now. You know me better than that. Just prepare yourself for, in association with Gary and YouTube, that's right. It's time for question of the week. You don't have to keep saying, "Oh, beautiful." I wish my mum still made me pack lunches at the age of 20. The meaning of life. Question of the week. And Ross loves the jingle. The very jingly guy. Pack lunches in your 20s are what missus is for, Sam. Goes without saying, Ross. Where's the jingle music? Never seen a Derby team have 9 shots on target. 9 shots, none on target. The watch he wore was on purposely blinding our players from getting the ball on target. Of course it was, Colonel. Of course it was. So, here we are with the question of the week. Who are the lucky individuals who have played in their football career for both Leeds United and Sunderland? Are you ready for the initials? 3, 2, 1. TS, MG, PB, NC, IH, LM, DM, HS, DR, MB and JG. Correct. Correct, probably. Correct. Who's Joffy? Steven Seagal. It's almost certainly correct, despite not being in one of the initials. Murder Gun is also correct. Jiggly Gash, correct. Bridges, correct. Texas Stranger, huge snatch. Ian Hart, actually correct. Adolf Hitler. Oh, still doesn't get it. Sam loves it. Oh my God. Anders with Nancy Carrigan. I believe that's what he attempted to write. So, fucking, we'll say that's right, because it's Anders. Transsexual in goal. Probably. Doc Martin. Jelly Gandra. Mystic Bumhole. Pussy Bucket. Johnny Giles. I don't even know if that's correct. Michael Barrymore from Chris Nicks. I've got a theory that the answer to most things in life are Michael Barrymore. Ian Hart beats that one by Russ Morgan, I believe, Sam, unfortunately. Dirty Rump Crack. Harry Styles. Sorry. Harry Seitles. Michael Bridges, correct. Michelle Obama. Nick Cotton. Nancy Cartwright. That's true, Bart Simpson's voice actress. Actually correct. Dominic Matteo. Ian Hislop. It's not the answer to who hosts the best pool parties. That's right. But has he hosted the worst pool party ever? I'm hangry. Danger Rouse. Danger Rouse. Liam Miller. That's actually correct. Dominic Matteo was the defender, surely. On Football Manager, he was portrayed as defensive midfielder and defender. But he fit this lineup purely for the numbers, I suppose. Naomi Crappenshits. North Carolina. I'm just grabbing an unnamed beverage. John Goodman. Good actor. Pubic Bum Tree. Nancy Carter. Paul Bearer at centre back. If only you knew what I had planned for this last week. If only you knew. Dieter Reichstag. Pepsi Boy. Dean Gaffney. Harry Soup Spoon. Zanzi loves his German history, says Sam Greenwood. Must have a PhD in it or something. Midge Buer. Leeds is Leeds. Doc Martin. Dirty Rosie. Yeah, says Sansi Sam. But yeah. I should actually probably try and find out the actual answers to this. Oh my god. Andy Herbert, if you're there, get over here, Andy Herbert. He sent me an image. He said, coming from Yorkshire, is this the Leeds United pre-snack training meal, Mr. Tom? I'll show it again when the screen gets smaller or larger. But, Mr. Herbert. Right. Right, and I have the answers. I believe you already have Reeve, Bridges, Matteo, Miller, Ian Hart. Mahatma Bandi. What the fuck? That's brilliant. My grandfather. Juicy Gash. Massive Gash. Hugh Spinter. Dirty Rary. Joe Gacy. Tom Selleck. Ingrid Herman. This basically sounds like, if I read this all out in one go, you could have probably made a version of We Didn't Start the Fire. Like, right. Juicy Gash, Massive Gash, Hugh Spinter, Dirty Rary, Tom Selleck, Joe Gacy, Ingrid Hergman, Liam McFisty, Paul Butler, Juicy Gash, something. It's Mahatma Bandi, my grandfather. We didn't start the fire. It was Macy Gray and Pat Butcher. We didn't start the fire. Did he roo rat Tiggly sausage? Mercedes Benz. I might actually try and write all these answers into a script to actually sing a version of "We Didn't Start the Fire." If I get time. Anyway. Holding Safat. Anyway. I'll give you a couple more minutes before I put up the answers. And then we can get into more shenanigans involving memes. Oh, and I've got to go into the commentary of both games because can't help it. Tim Shuttlecock. You're never going to get a goalkeeper. There's just not you. I'll tell you that you're never. None of you are going to get a goalkeeper. It's borderline unfair, but I couldn't do it without it. Dusty McBasketball, Teddy Savalas, Penal Buster. Haggis Shagger, Tottenham Suck. Peter Binklage, big player. See, we've done that. Right, it's 12 minutes past 10 in the UK. I'm going to wait till it gets to 10:15, and then we can continue going about our way. Giuseppe got a big dong. Nasty Chihuahua. My brother. Lineal math hole. Itchy hemorrhoids. Thomas Sorensen. I mean, that's a good answer because I believe it's a real footballer, but it's not correct, I'm afraid. That dude Monches. I wonder how many weeks it'd take Rosie to get bored of this game because of she'd have exhausted all her brain power for bad words. Pirate Bummer, Jolly Gorgonzola, Testicular Scabies, Dusky Maidens, Jaw Break It, Gabote It, Han Solo. Congratulations, Derby County fan officially has a Google machine. Nick Clegg. Colonel is right, by the way. It is Trevor Swinburne. Testicular Scabies. It was a Leeds goalkeeper in the 1940s. Known as Crabs. Driven Rampant. Donald Rumsfeld. Pammy Bundleballs. That's quite a name. She's got a movie coming out, I believe, tomorrow. Pam Anderson. The Last Showgirl. It's apparently very good. Former member of the New World Order, Dennis Rodman. Dirty Rapture. No, sir, I copied the Leeds page. But it's how I know. That's the only way you knew how to find that. I like Ian's guesses the most. Lars Messerschmidt. Mobile Brick. This fat bridge. Liam Malaga. No more cleavage. Either handy. Itchy Haggis. Nice cleavage. Well, that's it. I've had enough of it. So, who was ever going to get Michael Bridges apart from the 8 people that did? Always find a way to ruin things, Colonel. Anyway. Have a jug graper. That's the answers. Could tell you, probably the son of Mrs. Sherwin. Eat, won't flush, nacho chicken. One lip man. Anyway, I'm done with it. Probably to keep it on the line pink cushion. Anyway. Cowabunga peppermill. I'm done with it. I'm sorry. Whatever you get up to on a Friday after a few sherbets is your business, Darby. Thank you for ruining it. Thank you. We only put a bit of time into it. Thank you. Nothing, it's fine. Anyway. Can't remember what I'm going to do next. Oh dear. These are the results for match week day 34, of which would obviously have gone from Friday to today. You seem genuinely distressed at the monster Moses created, Mr. Tom. I got all I could. I should have got Butler. It's impossible to resist. That's not what bothers me. Looks like one of the words written was a trigger word for Tom. Don't get despondent, Tom. I'm fine. Cardiff kid will be raging on propaganda. Probably. What happened to him? They'll be fine. No, you've done nothing wrong. I'm just tired, I suppose. They The table. This is a table, I suppose. Is Nanto leaving in the summer? I suspect he will do because, well, partly he wants to obviously play in the Premier League, but also he obviously wants to play for whatever team he's playing for. And in my opinion, he is not a first team player. So, I'm fine. Fine. Probably BX. Jizz Guzzler. That's absolutely correct, John. That's absolutely correct. Probably. Uh, Lost my trail of thought. This is the games all coming up. Obviously, assuming next weekend. Next weekend's games. Apparently Leeds play on the early game on Saturday, so that'll be a key game. Is Hamer fit for tomorrow? I suspect he will be. I suspect if Gustavo Hamer is remotely fit to play in this football match, he will play in this football match. But that being said, I've not watched their. I don't know, Phil. I don't know. Better Butler than Butland. To be fair, Rosie, I do get a lot of help from Director John. So, like, I don't act like I do everything, because I absolutely do not do everything. But I do try to make something enjoyable. Kieran says we get a little rest now to the 4th. You do. That's more because Millwall must be playing in the cup on this weekend. Could I be wrong? Am I wrong in thinking that, Kieran? Hamer is injured, likely to be on the bench. He had a hamstring. Well, obviously, our chances of winning are exponentially increased if their best players are not playing. But still, worry more about our players. I appreciate you saying so, Rosie. Yeah, so that is why your team will have a rest. So, in case you wondered, bets on Bogle scoring the winner. I expect him to play very, very. I expect him to play like every player plays against a former club. It's a good game. You tend to hit a brick wall early. It's like being back at the class. That's fair enough. That Leeds site has loads of info on it to have all the players play because no other team site would do it. It's really helpful for the game. Wilder would love that. Chris Wilder really annoys me because he has been overly magnanimous to us. And I don't know if it's going to be genuine. I don't know. Anyway, so if we get through tomorrow, then if we get through Saturday against West Brom, who are also, they're 5th, I believe. I say that I'm sure they do show up as 5th on the table. Then we've got a much, I don't say we've got easy running, because we've not, because we had an easy running last year, and then we ended up not being successful. So, because we underestimate the level that a lot of teams will play up because Leeds United are in town, as they should. But Wilder has learned to be nice, so he gets ham sardines rubbed in his bush. To me, he hasn't got to be the arrogant one in the situation, because his team they're good, but they're from behind, aren't they? In terms of like their standing, they get to play the underdog as such. 46 cup finals every week. Absolutely right, Jimmy. For the benefit of people who want to keep along with this stuff, these are my predictions and Ben's, of course, and this is how the actually shaped up. I was wrong at our sandwich draw at Watford, because then it turned out we won quite handily. So still be funny as fuck if Blunt's dropped to 3rd and fucked it up at Wembley. Thank you for that, Rosie. Karma for the grief they gave us last year. As I said earlier, I'll never forget that. We had the chance to make something of it and we failed. But it does annoy me when a team that performs really badly over the course of a season, then they have a great night against Leeds United. Winds me up. Not that. You'll know what I mean. All the Arsenal fans are going to feel the same thing. I know you do. I imagine Rosie feels something very similar about St Mirren. Because I bet they don't play like that every week. To be fair to them. Lots of Blunt saying they're having an easy 6 points from us. Because a lot of people get arrogant about it. 3 points for us. No, we really need to take it to them. Because our advantage, and I'm no tactical expert in football, but if they try to do what they did to us at Ellen Road, then their fans are not going to be very happy. They have to beat, plus they need to beat us. They need to win to overtake us. So this, we're going to sit back and try and pick Leeds off, will not work. It might work, but they won't be happy about it. I rate Sunderland better than I rate the Blunts. 16 people over 20 the other week. We all enjoy your content, Tom. You do a great job. Don't let one person being here to get it down, buddy. I appreciate that. I appreciate you saying that. Come and have a go if you think it's sharp enough. What number comes between? I don't have it on it. No, sorry, hang on. My mind's gone blank, but when I said it was going blank, I was lying, because the number's obviously 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. Sorry, Sam. Sorry, couldn't help myself. I read on Google Georgie scored against Southampton, then gave their fans the Leeds salute. Although I hate calling it the salute, especially after the stupid badge thing. It's actually really interesting you say that, Scooby, because I might have something about that. Spoiler, I totally have something about that. Just think of boobs, Mr. Tom. Find your centre. Wait, is that a known thing that wait? Sorry, what? Oh, fair enough. Whatever, fair enough. There's applause for something. That Sam did, I imagine. Oh, you did the 7 for Rosie, but not for me, Mr. Tom. I see where you come from. I've got. You know what? Fine. Zanzi, you want me to do the 7 for you? Because I do a second one just in case of situations like this. Sorry for anyone that has epilepsy. I'm resigned to seeing that meme for a long time still. You're never not going to see it. Probably maybe in 50 years' time, the next time we do score 7. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, I did some stuff. Anyway, what? It's like I fucking wife played, so I don't know where I am. Anyway, I'm probably on the internet actually. Gonna do the part of the thing where I mop the internet up looking for the trash said about the commentators on Leeds games. So it's time for the dipshits. Dipshits. Anyway, this is for the Watford game. Who the fuck is this jock biased commentator? Sky TV is yet again fucking shit. To which someone went, Chris Uwulumo. His performance was atrocious. Leeds were 3-0 up at half time. And he was still saying that Watford had played really well. Then Watford got their first shot on target, I believe, in like the 88th minute, and he started talking like Watford had been amazing for the previous 88 minutes. Like, oh, Watford are really going for it. It was 4-0 at that point. It was like, It's almost as if he used to play for Watford. Who's this Scottish fella on Sky Sports Plus Watford TV? Chris Uwulumo. You would have thought you were watching a fan channel. You know, like when you'd watch a watch-along, it's like AFTV or something, but for Watford. Yeah, apparently Watford have one, but you'd have thought it was that, but on Sky. But still, anyway. Not getting too sorry over it, because we won. 3-0 up at half-time, and Chris Uwulumo still reckons we're fortunate. The anti-Leeds bias is embarrassing. Some of these ex-pros must have been scarred for life by coming to Ellen Road. Hard to believe his commentary is as bad as his playing career. And I know Chris Nicks, to be fair to him, has mentioned this before. Nothing is as bad as his miss in a Scotland jersey when presented with an open goal. If you type his name into Twitter, it will come up. His miss for Scotland should have retired him immediately because he sucks. Anyway. Chris Uwulumo is as bad a commentator as he was a footballer. Again, see the miss. Chris Uwulumo is a CUNT. That's what I have, to be honest, from Andy Loon. Did you see the under-21 Derby versus Scoob? Yeah, young Harry G looked ready for a spot. Let's not go too far ahead of ourselves, sir. Never brought Archie wanted to go or insisted on a clause. He was in the crowd. Oh, of course he wanted to go. He'd been a fool to not want to go. It's a massive opportunity, plus money. I bet his family didn't tell him to stay at Leeds. In my opinion. But anyway, one more for this. You cannot say that this is a goal. Do you agree with Rob Green? To which Radders underneath wrote, shit, I thought that was Andy Hinchcliffe talking. He just looks just like him. I don't know if that's actually true, but still. Anyway, I've got some more about the game on Monday night. Because obviously the commentator was Andy Hinchcliffe. It's on Leeds official. Well, yeah, it's true. I've seen it. Goals were nice. They were nice. Andy Hinchcliffe isn't even trying to hide his glee at the fact that Leeds are losing. He's such a knob, from grumpy old man JP. Jody Medley 268 on Twitter says, can hardly watch this game and commentators can only talk about how much they love Leeds. To which Gra66 says, you're having a laugh, ain't you? Andy Hinchcliffe hates us. Andy Hinchcliffe would melt an ice cube, I imagine ice cube, with the amount of dribble that would be coming out of his mouth. To which Alan Hampton wrote, he hates Leeds, and the whole coverage tonight was all about Sunderland. I'm so glad we won, just to shove it up Sky, and next they'll be all over Wilder too. Watch this space. I mainly put this up because of the atrocious grammar of Alan Hampton, because it's actually aggravated my obsessive compulsive disorder about why there is a full stop in where it is. Just don't understand it. Don't understand it, sir. Bet it fucking killed Andy Hinchcliffe when that winner went in from JJ Alton 10. Ben sent one in to me, which was basically, I believe this is on Blue Sky. Andy Hinchcliffe's gone a bit quiet, hasn't he? Andy sent, Andy Hinchcliffe has just had a message that his wife has locked herself out of the house. He replied, "You've got to make sure if you're out of the house and you have a key with you if you don't want to get locked out of the house." It's the sort of thing he says on commentary. Anyway, and the final one, because I like to keep things balanced, right? I do not want to just show us all hating on Andy Hinchcliffe. Or like he's generally got, I do think he has a Leeds bias. But every football fan thinks everyone's against their own team. So say, call that what you will. 2 goals, 1, it's true. Hinchcliffe binned his mic and went to the ladies for a chunder and a good cry. But Andy Hinchcliffe actually the next day was like, "This is the best Leeds side I've ever seen in the Championship." Andy Hinchcliffe praised Leeds and Daniel Farke after their late win over Sunderland. And because I didn't believe it when I saw it, I went and found the video. That's exactly what he said. So, thank you very much, Andy Hinchcliffe. I did nothing to achieve that, but I'm going to take the credit like I did. But anyway, I do believe it's probably time for my bumper edition of the Sunday Roast. Sunday Roast. This week's edition of Sunday Roast is sponsored by Director John. Director John. There's some weird high-pitched noise every time you speak, Tom, like that goose is pressing your words in Morse code for a telegraph wire or something. Well, I'll probably only be around for another couple of minutes, so I don't know. It's probably something to do where my microphone is. Anyway, Andy Hinchcliffe, more faces than Mount Rushmore. I was about to say Round Mushmore, because I'm an idiot. It probably is, but I don't know why, because it's got the mic the same place I've always had it. Okay. Is that better? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Lawrence. I don't know why the mic doesn't like pointing down. Anyway. Is it really that bad? Anyway. Let's get on with it anyway. We need a name. We need a team name that's witty at first, but seems less funny each time you hear it. Spawned away. Toxic culture row over Sunday League football as team refuses to play against Munter Hunters FC. I don't know how some footballers are so chilled out when they score a screamer, jogging about, making love hearts with their hands and that. the adrenaline would go straight to my head, shorts down, cock out, my balls slapping off a fan's head as I leapfrog into the stand. Thank you, BX. That said, so yeah. Spencer sent me a... I don't want to do this anymore. Have a good night, everyone. Oh, Scooby, by the way. Yeah, that was the thing for Ruta. Doing the lead salute. Thank you, Ross. Thank you, Lawrence. Have a good night, everyone.